Okay, so in this video, I thought we'd go ahead and talk a little bit about this guitar right here. This is my custom ordered guitar from AliExpress 10 years ago, pretty much 10 years ago, or actually a little bit more than 10 years ago. So today I thought we'd go ahead and talk a little bit about how this guitar is still holding up and, if it's still working properly. Also some, about to build quality and that kind of stuff. So this came about in December of 2013. I can't really say I designed this guitar because this is obviously a Telecaster shape and I didn't invent that. The neck is kind of like reversed Telecaster and I didn't really invent that either. Some people back in the 40s, designed this, but I combined a few things on this guitar, so it's kind of like I designed the guitar in a way, I could say. So this is a Telecaster body with a kind of like a Telecaster neck. The neck is actually a Gibson 50s neck profile, a little bit thicker. It's a mahogany body. There's a mahogany neck right here. We have a ebony fretboard with a custom pentagram inlay here on the 12th fret. I don't know if you can see that. It's actually quite cool looking. What else do we have here? Yeah, we have a ESP set neck construction here. I actually like the idea of having this shape right here when it comes to the set neck profiling, and the transition also from the neck to the body is pretty much ESP right there. It feels really good actually. We have string through body right here. We have a kind of like a Les Paul style bridge right here. It's kind of dusty here right now. So also I put in a EMG 81 right here. The electronics is very simple, just one volume right here. And we have a three-way toggle switch right here because a long time ago I had a splittable EMG pickup right here, so I could use this one for a split, but I don't have that pickup in here anymore. The guitar came with a black pickguard. It was terrible. It didn't follow the lines of the body. It was a total mess. So I thought to myself when I unboxed the guitar, what the f did I do? I mean, doesn't the eyes work? See how it's following the lines of the guitar like this? I was kind of like, what the fuck is this? So I did some, I draw this pickguard right here on my computer, and I put in some material in my CNC machine, and I made my own pickguard, and now it's following a lot better actually. So, and when I got the guitar, there also was a pickup here in the neck, so I didn't want that, so I took it off. Well, I designed this new pickguard with no hole for the neck pickup right here. So on the back here we have the string through body. This is the second thing I saw that I was kind of like, what have they done here? Until I realized, wow, they doesn't have CNCs over there, at least not in this factory. So they hand drilled this, and it's looking like a mess. It's not looking good at all. They are not lined up properly. This is kind of like my OCD is not going hand in hand with this. It's terrible. Also, we have a battery box right here, which is actually useless. it's not, can't open it. So I don't know what's up with that. I have the battery in here. Anyway, some good things about this guitar. There's quite a lot of good things about this guitar, but I'm not done yet with the bad things. Something that is very bad is that they actually put on let's take this off. They put on a Les Paul style nut right here. And you can see that the angle right here is way too much. The transition from the neck to the headstock is way too much. So, and I did not ask for the Les Paul style of nut here. I asked for a Fender style nut, but somehow this got on here and I was not happy about it. So that's not very good. Another thing that is not very good is that the headstock is actually too small compared to a Telecaster. So the tuners is very, very, very close to each other right here, which is not good either. So actually you have a belly car right here, which is very much what I asked for also. That is fantastic. Another thing that is very good on this guitar is the binding on the body. It's I don't know how well this is picking up here, but this is actually mother of pearl stylish kind of things, and I cannot feel the transition between the body and the binding. So it's you know, it's seamless, I would say. It's very, very, very good actually, and I cannot feel any transition anywhere. So it's I would say that this is a 5 out of 5 actually. And so is the paint. Of course it's you know, been used for 10 years, but you know, the finish on this guitar was flawless, as well on the back when I got it, also flawless. I played it quite a lot, so the neck is kind of like even more satin now, but that is really, really, really good. So this guitar, what was the name of the person I ordered this guitar from? Can it be Sarah? Could it be someone back there at AliExpress with the name of Sarah that was kind of like big in the business back in the days? I think so. And this guitar was made in about, well, I think I extended the time, processing time 2 times. So I extended it, first of all, 30 days was in the build time. I extended it with another 10 days, and I extended it with another 20 days, if I remember this correctly. So it took more than 2 months for this guitar to arrive. And the first build they made me and sent me pictures, it was totally wrong guitar. It was, well, they thought it was guitar that I was about to have, but no, they didn't do anything of what my custom order was all about. So I guess they had to start all over and do it all over again. But then when I got the pictures of this guitar being built, I said, yeah, okay, let's do it. And I saw that they put in a Les Paul nut here, but you know, during that time I already extended the time, the build time. So I thought I'm not gonna mess around with that, because then they are gonna mess things up again. So I just, you know, I just gave my consent to, yeah, let's do it. That's the guitar. Let's finish it and ship it to me. So that's what it is. And also the frets here, the frets on this guitar was terrible when I got it. It was, you know, fret buzz down here. It was dead frets as well. So the first thing I had to do is make a fret leveling on this guitar. And I did level the frets one time, and since then, even though I've been playing this guitar quite a lot, it's working fine. This, you know, the string action is quite low, I would say. And the angle of the neck is about 3.5 degrees, somewhere around there. I said to them, due to the fact that this bridge to have a break angle of 4 degrees, but Sarah told me that it's going to be approximately 2.5 to 3, but I measured it and it's 3.5. So, and it's working perfect in alignment to the bridge here. So I think they did a good job on that. I can actually see that the neck angle, it seems, you know, it seems to be really good actually. So you know, it's holding up very good. At some point I had some other tuners on here, because these tuners is you know, they are okay, but they're not like Grovers or Go-To or anything like that, but they're working okay. So yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It's you know, 10 years old now, and it's still working great. The body has not warped. The neck is still straight and good. It's I think they did a really good job building this guitar when it comes to you know, minus the small errors with the pickguard and all that kind of stuff. I could fix it myself. So, and of course I changed the electronics and, you know, the pickups and all that. In this guitar was fake EMGs in here that sounded totally terrible. It was kind of like, oh man, you know. So I put in a EMG 81 here and EMG electronics in here, so that is working just perfect. So I thought I'd go ahead and you know, this is the only guitar I ever bought from AliExpress, or you know, so I don't have anything to compare it to actually, but I'm satisfied with this guitar, even though it's been 10 years. So, and it's quite heavy. You know, this fat neck gives this guitar really good sustain. It's you know, it's a really good sustain monster, especially on stage when you have kind of like more room to move, and you can find that sweet spot to get some really good sustain. And I think it's a good guitar. But you know, it's been quite some time since I had this guitar in a video here on YouTube. And to be honest, more and more I don't play this guitar very much, because I much more prefer to play Gibson guitars. I'm really more into Gibson guitars as well. However, this guitar is much more comfortable to sit down and play. A Gibson is kind of like, no, it's quite heavy. It's the contour of the body makes it kind of like very back heavy like this when sitting down. And even though of course I prefer Gibsons more, but you know, this guitar is more balanced like this, so it's more easy to just sit down and play like this. And yeah, that's pretty much what it is, guys. The video is not over yet. I'm gonna play this guitar too, so I'm gonna tune it up and play it through my Laney IronHeart right here. There's no pedal involved. I like to use the built-in channels right here, and there's in the back here behind the scenes I have a Engel 4x12 with vintage 30s in there. So this is just a dummy. This is just some crap to have the head on here. So this is not involved at all. So I'm just gonna use this one here. There's no pedals. So let's go ahead and try to listen to this guitar, what it sounds like in the room only. So yeah. This is the rhythm channel right here. I have a little bit of boost on here. This is the switch for boost on and off right here. I have the gain set at noon, 12 o'clock, and the volume is 3 o'clock. I'm running the amp on about 20 watts, so it's kind of a little bit cranked here. Try the lead channel. Gain here on the lead channel. Let's lower the gain a little bit and put on some boost on here instead. You know, high gain and a lot of boost is not working any good, so it's a little bit tighter now. You know, when using the boost, it tighten up the sound a little bit. These pots here is push-pull, which gives it more adjustable things here. So I think that's a wrap for this video. It's quite unusual to play this guitar because it's been a year or so since I played it. Also, I don't play very much guitar these days, so my fingers is a little bit off. However, I am no manners to be kind of like a, a shred master or anything, but it's really fun to pick up a great guitar, have a really super great amp right here, no pedals at all, just plug it in and just go. Let's just let it go. So there you go, guys. This is my AliExpress custom order guitar from 10 years back. So until next time, take care now. Bye bye then.